Hi, this is RGK and I'm showing you Riskers, a game at the intersection between GTA and Hotline Miami. So how is that possible? First you have an open world, GTA style, so you can move around with your car, and whenever you take up a mission you have to enter a building and then it loads up a mission just like in Hotline Miami, where you come through the door, you kill every single mob inside, and then you win and you go back to the outside world. So first I'll talk about what I liked. Well, very quickly, you can rebind your keys. I have to say this because not so many games allow you to do it. And then the graphics. So it's in 3D, top-down 3D, and yet it looks very organic with the light and the right angles and the characters. It's just as beautiful as if it was in 2D. So there is that. And then the music is great. Well, not Hotline Miami great, as it's gonna be a breakthrough for the artists involved, but it's pretty good electro music that gets your veins pumped up. Then on the things I like less, when you start a mission, even if you had weapons before, when you start you're just with the baseball bat, and then you have to pick up new weapons. So it's a bit strange, and the baseball bat is awful. It's really not like the powerful melee weapons in Hotline Miami. Then the guns are correct. I wouldn't say that they are like very exciting to play with. The ballistic is not as obvious as in Hotline Miami, but still you can aim well. There is a big variety of weapons, so it can be pretty cool. But the enemies, they aim very quickly. So you just come up in front of them, you're dead. So you need to plan your attacks well. But the problem with that is that the levels are pretty big, or whenever a shot is fired, they hear you from very far away, and then they all scramble towards your positions. But you don't see them coming necessarily if the levels are very big. So then you can get caught off guard pretty easily, which is a bit at odds with the fact that you should be planning this, because they're very strong. Not very smart. Sometimes you can be behind them and even push them a bit without them noticing. But yeah, so I think the level design is a bit of a problem there. It's not very interesting. I mean, the approaches don't feel very different from one level to the other. I think because they hear you from very far away and they all come. So you're not like feeling like you're in a sandbox like you were in Hotline Miami. Neither are you feeling like you are in a puzzle like in Hotline Miami 2. Also, this game did not really achieve the feeling of flow that some of the best games have here. It was very frustrating whenever I had to restart, because the levels are a bit too long and too big, and I felt a bit too much reliant on chance to actually shoot the enemies before they shoot you. Although with time I managed to design my own tactics, such as if there was an AI companion with me, I was leaving him take care of business, just getting enemy close and hide behind a wall and let him shoot everyone because I don't shoot him. Which is good in a way, because it's always very annoying in these games when you have to protect someone that dies all the time, especially here with the enemies shooting so fast. So in a way I'm glad. And then when I was on solo, I was trying to approach carefully to get a few kills, to get a few weapons. And then I was shooting at the entrance of the room, so they would all come towards me and I would get back a bit and shoot them. So it felt, yeah, a bit repetitive, not like the sandbox Hotline Miami is. So yeah, the feelings were mixed. I was not really into it, but I don't hate it either. I think slower reaction time on the part of the enemies, or maybe bullets that travel a little bit slower, it would all be much better. Then let's talk about the GTA part, the open world. So here it's also a bit of a disappointment. But first, what is good is the handling of the cars is a bit like these old games where you have to move left and right to steer the car towards left or right, obviously. But it works quite well. especially since there is a handbrake with a spacebar, so you can do a sharp turn if you want. But the problem is that there is not much to this world. Like, you don't have different neighborhoods with a different style, or you don't have different gangs like shooting you if they are your enemies, or not shooting at you if you're their friends. And there are not like shops to change the paint of your car if you're followed by the cops. So it's very light. The problem is that it looks very attractively GTA, but it's not really there. You still have a few things. Well, of course, the open world, the different kind of cars, and you have a few like bonus missions. Like you have to find some small icons, and when you pick them up, then you have like go there very quickly, kill enemies very quickly, and all this sort of thing, which is nice. But still, it feels like the open world is just a fancy way to go from one mission to the other, which is nice, you know. It's just that it's disappointing to feel like you're in for a GTA and then you don't have that very much. Then the story, well, I didn't quite like the cutscenes. The actors are very ugly and the story is very basic. Like, his brother was killed, so now he's out on a rampage to find the mob guy that killed his brother, and yep, that's about it. So overall, my opinion on the game is that there is potential, because the graphics are really nice, the music, the atmosphere, they've nailed a lot, and it's just that they need to expand on this, maybe in a sequel, but pay a bit more attention to some of the details, especially the level design, I think. Maybe it would be important to rework the ballistics, make the bullets a bit slower, but go a bit farther, like really a physical object in the world. And that would also mean that the player would have a little bit more time to react to enemy shots. But still, it's a decent game, and the combination of Hotline Miami and GTA, I mean, needs to be improved on, but it seems to work quite well. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.